What is up, the peeps? Here we are today doing a little, going to show you some mapping of items that I use. What you see on the screen is a Minecraft 1.121 setup. I'm redoing it, and also you can see it is the G13 gaming software that's on the right hand side. I'm going to show you how I basically map the stuff out, just so you see, you know, what I kind of use the G13 for. I also use it for multiple different games. It looks small just because the screen is running in 4K, so it makes the Logitech little screen look smaller. So on other screens, like a 2K screen or a 1080p screen, so you get your 1440p and then your 1080p screens. Your Logitech gaming software will be a little bit larger, and then you'll have multiple different selections that you can actually use. So you see it turn green, purple, orange, or actually that's like a violet. And I get them set up a certain ways, so color coding, I know what it's on. And then also on top, the profiles, you'll see profiles on top of there, and then with each profile you can actually have a color code on top of it. So this one right now, green, I'm setting up for Minecraft. This one right here is set up for Ark. And if you look close, you'll actually see that you have your home row is right here at the top. And then I go into the different functionality keys. So this is still part of your home row. Then you have your transfer, drop, your HUD that pops up, external commands, cameras, you know, jump, and then your actual movement here, and then the two items that I use when we're on our servers. So you know your talk and then your flip. And then also on top of that, this guy right here is for I think this one is I want to say it is Star Citizen. This setup here is for Star Citizen, so you target lights and stuff. But I also have a Thrustmaster Warthog system for the Star Citizen type stuff. So this is like a backup key setup for functionalities of the ship. So you can actually use your Thrustmaster for flying the ship, and then you use your G13 for the EVA type pieces and stuff like that, and then also different functionalities on the ship itself or your EVA setup. So basically going back to Star Citizen, also, you know, you see you have your Ark, default profile, Star Citizen, Elder Scrolls. I also have the same thing for about 20 other games, and they're saved inside your Logitech software. So right now I'm going through the binding, so I'll be moving this back and forth. Basically, I just set up the ASD right here on the thumb pad. It also has a button that's in the center, so if you ever wanted to assign that to anything, you can. And what I'm doing is I'm just going through here and then assigning keys, and again, it makes life a lot easier. So I always have this guy right here is my jump key, and then you kind of go through this setup here. So you see the sneak is left shift, so then you go through. Usually I have this as sprint, so active left control, and then you have this guy active as your left shift. There's your sneak. Now usually when you see these things in red, it is most of the time it's assigned to something else also, so you just got to kind of go through it and see what else it's assigned to. But what I'm looking to see is basically left click, of course, going to be the mouse. Number 5 is magnetic shield gloves. Okay, so middle click, pick block, that gives you the same exact block that you have, so you can go ahead and switch it. Switch chem thrower tanks, haven't assigned anything yet. Use place items, right click, of course. Then we're just kind of scrolling through. So bubbles is where we start to go into this stuff here. So let's say if we take this guy, assign this dude B, that will be our babbles. And again, with this stuff you can actually label it, so it's pretty cool. So it is and it is super small on my screen for me to see. I don't have magnified eyes, so it's kind of me just guessing what I'm seeing here. I know that when this uploads, it will show it at I believe I got it set for 1080p, so it'll actually enhance the stuff so you can actually see a little bit better. But that's kind of how I see it right now. It's a very, very tiny block inside there. If I was to set this here to I think it's normal mode, this is ridiculously small. It goes up to like this little teeny tiny corner, which I'm going to show that a little bit. So drop selected item is a queue, so you can go ahead and assign queue, which is drop, and just kind of running through here. So you can actually name these things too. So we know that this is, you know, space, but this is also jump. And then we know that this is sprint. And then we know that this is crouch, I believe is what they call it. Let me see. Sneak. Sneak, crouch, pretty much an arc. I think it's like crouch or something, or in your shooter games and things like that. So it's kind of interesting. Hotbars 1 through 9 always put on the top right here. So as you see, this goes, you know, basically 1, 2, trace, 4, 5, 6, and if you don't assign these things, it'll go to alt default. So whatever your keyboard is set to, these keys will be set to that also, until it goes past, I think it's 0. And basically it ends up becoming just unassigned macro keys, which will do pretty much nothing. So there, open close inventory, so we can actually have, now inventory I have on my my mouse that's right here. So I'm using a G700S, which I'm not sure if they sell this mouse anymore, but it has tons of buttons, great functionality. You're able to do a lot of stuff with it. You can set profiles for the mouse also. It has up to, I think it's 5? It's either 5 or 6, something like that. And then you basically, so for all games, I pretty much set these things up pretty close to the same exact thing. Not really trying to change anything for it, but go back to the G. And then also, I use these things with editing software, and I also use these things with a lot of Microsoft Office pieces too, because you're able to assign these things to functionalities in programs as well, and that's what makes them pretty darn awesome. So they're not just used for gaming, you can actually use them for really good stuff. So we got Sword B, number 10, open close inventory, open close cosmetic armor inventory C. Now, cosmetic armor, I would say let's set this to here. Just name it cosmetic, you know, just because it's a further away key, so you actually hit it, doesn't really do that much to anything. PSI marker, open the keyboard, swap item in hands. So this is actually a pretty cool one. So you can actually set this for swap items, F, label it swap. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Don't care, list of players, open chat, don't care. Well, usually if I end up doing a chat, this will be the chat key. So we're going to do this as a T. Label that as chat. Wow. Alright, open commands. We could do that. Yeah. So we can do slash commands, so we know that that is showing up there. Highlight player, don't care. Take a screenshot, F2. We're gonna leave that there. Toggle cinematic camera. I don't think we got that set up. So what we could do is we can assign this to a key, but we got to figure out what is not being used. So period. Okay. So then we bring back up our G. I meant to move it, but I did not. So then we have this. Assign this. Period. Camera. So we know that that is now a camera. Full screen. I always run in window mode so I can actually look at the different programs I have going. I run multiple screens at the same exact time, and I have two PCs underneath of my massive desk. One of them is for rendering and recording. It's basically like a database catch, and the other one is the actual mother PC where it runs everything. That is a beast of a machine. Change fluid mode, don't really know. Change mode, don't care. Additive bit blocks. Not assigning these things yet because I'm not sure if I'm going to get into it. Cycle item mode, don't care. Balance grid. Okay, so there is the two B's. So, bobble inventory and balance grid. Balance grid. No, I don't want left click. Left click is up here. I wonder if there is anything that you could do. So balance grid, let's see. Can we do a comma? Nope. Can we do slash? Oh shoot. You know what? I wanted slash to be. Where is you? Yeah, I guess you can use forward slash and back. Okay. So balance grid. Pop this homeboy up here. Use this one here. Slash grid. I think I know what that is, but I don't know what that is, so we don't know. I guess we can clear go on that. Okay, compress off, compress items, compress the stack, decompress, compress items, rotate grid, toggle buttons. Extend inventory, item shift up, down, don't care, don't care. Change tool configuration profile, tool and armor config, GUI. Just change the node. Don't care, open, guide. Grid, okay. GUI, open, guide. Boost key, side inventory key, inventory sorting, R. So R is being used by something else. So I do like inventory sorting. So let's try quotes. Let's see if, oh, apostrophe. We will go with that one. Pull up G, and then we will go with inventory sorting. Boom. Sorting. Just so it makes it a little bit faster and easier for me to do things. I know when I first start to play with this thing, it is going to be a mess because when I start hitting buttons, it's going to do all wacky stuff until I learn what the keys are, just like you do with Arc and all those other good things. Create a waypoint. What else is J being here? So this is in journey map, so that's fine with this stuff. But the map is something that I want. So we look here. We got those buttons left. So we will do, how do we want our fingers to be? 11 or 10. 10 will be J. Make that a J. You gotta watch out when you're assigning stuff because this thing will take whatever key you do. Map. Cow. Alright, so we got the map there. And the last thing I want to make sure that we get, mechanism, mob, totems, more overlays, not enough ones. Excavate, shape toggle, no toggle, horn. Work help, RF tools, grid config, visibility toggle. Where is vein miner? Here we go. This dude, rat her. Vein miner, I want it to be N. And then, so on number 11, we assign it N mine. And there is a, oh, we got one more button to use. Alright, so what do we want to do her? Alright, let's go back up to here a little bit and kind of scroll down, see what we want to do. Bring G series back up and look down real fast. G series go away. So that's journey map. Journey map full screen map. Right. Person totem. I know I just read through these things, but I wasn't looking for something till the end, so we just kind of go through it real fast. Cheer, clap, wave. Yes. RF tools. One probe. Inspect block. Home key. Just enough items. Let's see here. Search bar. Show item recipe. That would be kind of cool. But no, you can actually just scroll over the... is there anything that we didn't do? I mean, it's not like we have to assign it, but it'd be neat to do it. Cosmetic inventory, don't care. PSI, swap in hands. Do achievements, highest players, take a screenshot. Toggle perspective. Maybe we'll do that. Or isn't there a thing that you can see lighting effects? Because that would be neat to see with looking at what do you call it? Extended view. For seeing if something could get bad stuff spawning. Change map type, create a waypoint, we know that. Show hide minimap. Waypoint manager. You know what? That's what we'll do. Waypoint manager. That's what we will do. Okay. Let's see if M? No, M might be map. Nope. L? Nope. K? Nope. J? No, we know J. H? Nope. G? Nope. Not minus. Bracket. Nope, brackets don't work. Question mark. Ampersand? Nope. Okay, we are... I wonder... No, left is left. Numpad 1. There we go. Alright, waypoint manager numpad 1. We'll bring that stuff up on the G. Key number 16. Waypoints. There we go. Alright, so there we have a Minecraft setup for the G13. And again, you can actually set this thing up any single way that someone wants. Doesn't really make a big difference. This is just the preferences that I have when I'm running the actual game. On top of that, I have the ability to then set this mouse up to how I want it to work when it comes to Minecraft also. But right now I'm just using my arc settings just to, you know, go around and play with it. But at one point in time, I am pretty sure, let's see, is there anyone? Okay, so that is for, so at one point in time I'll probably end up setting up probably 5 for Minecraft, and then you redo all these keys for bindings for other items that you want inside here. So all the ones that are, you know, let's say they're glowy red and stuff, I can actually change these things to more keypad as right here. But for right now, we'll be running it on arc settings, and that is a awesome. And that is a awesome G setup. So what I want to do now is take this bad boy, and I want to save this, but I'm always afraid when I do something I'm gonna erase the damn shit. Export. You know, I'm gonna put this right here. Gamepad setup. Setup of 9/23/2017. As you see, it's saving it in my save file, which is an L drive for Logitech only. As you can see on this side, I have a lot of drives. And each of them are for doing different things. There is the sheethead. Pillow Pants is my database server for moving items online. So it's a fully separate system that I have underneath, so it doesn't tie up any type of recording efficiency or game playing or any other thing I'm doing when it comes to editing or media. From Sheethead itself. So that's how you kind of run this stuff. And then inside here, yeah, so you see. Alright, so save that stuff right there. And now we've got that little pack saved. And that's going to call it quits for this. Alright, so that's how you set up a G13 for Minecraft. Or pretty much any other game you guys play. Peace. Guys, like to see, get a thumbs up. Any questions on it, go ahead and throw it down there. And also subscribe to Sheet, give them a little bit of a chance, let them play. We'll be doing some more stuff soon. I do have real life that I work at a very important place, so there's sometimes I gotta go away. Other than that, get and subscribe, give a thumbs up. Peace.